Hey, how's it going, guys? We should be live. Everything should be golden. This time, I actually pressed the live button, and right as I pressed live, my headphones start dying. Let me plug those in real quick. And that won't take any time at all. All right, so uh, we're just gonna do some mining today. Just kind of some, chatting, mining, and see where we go for today. This is kind of impromptu. I got off work and decided, you know what, I feel like live streaming. We need some resources, and it's going to take a few hours to get some resources, so might as well kind of use that time to talk to you guys, chill for a little bit, and talk. Alright, let's grab a tool station. Do I have one in here? I do. We're going to grab one to repair our tools when needed. Let's see, what other... So we've got our hammer, right? We probably need to get mending or something on these. I'm pretty sure... What does the hammer consist of? Let me look at that. No. I was thinking if we put copper on the hammer, it would give us a little bit of leeway, but that's okay. Alright, we're actually going to need to repair this, which is going to need a... Actually, let's just do two. Two should be fine. Alright, so we got one block. And most of my tools are manual, so we're going to need... Actually, I think everything is manual now, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. We need to get, like, unbreaking stuff sooner or later. Alright, this backpack's empty. This backpack's empty. Can we actually spend a second to upgrade this backpack? Do we have enough stuff for that? Okay. Might as well just upgrade that while we're here. So let's get to mining here. Also, I think it's kind of interesting the fact that I've been changing up the thumbnails every so often. You know, when the base changes, I've been changing the actual thumbnails. I didn't do it when I placed the photovoltaic cells or the solar panels, but I kind of kept the idea throughout whenever I make a massive base change, which is like the, adding the exterior wall to the underside and also just creating the new base, right? So some stuff to think about. We probably won't do it as much now, but that's fine. All right, so we're going to grab this out. And we're also... Oh, I don't have the scanner. I was going to try and use the scanner to see if we could find gold. Let's go back up real quick. I need to get a wireless charger of some variant. I know Ender IO has one, so we're probably going to get into that one sooner or later, but for now. Hey, how you doing, Martin? Let's see. Oop, nope, I don't want the manual to go in there. Let's grab scanner. Throw it in here for a second. But I hope you're doing well, Martin. Alright. And let's head back down. I'm pretty sure gold spawns on like Y level 30 to bottom. Somewhere around there. At least in 1.12. I don't know about the modern version anymore. The modern version's all a lie. No. Alright, let's scan this up here. Alright, so the problem with the scanner in this version, of course, I think I mentioned this in an episode, is that you can't tell which ores are which. You kind of just have to go with it. If it's a non-vanilla ore, or a non-common modded ore, it'll be, I believe, just blue. I don't know what kind of blue, but you can see how much blue is here. That's meaning a lot of that is most likely Divine RPG, while some of it may be diamonds or lapis. I think the best bet it would probably be changing the config color to the like lapis, diamond, and other stuff to a different color, maybe like purple, turquoise, something of that nature, so that way I can actually find it. Do I have torches on me? I do have torches on me. See, like if we look at this, oop, not that. Let's actually put this in my bag for right now. This should just be blue. Well, I am here. I haven't played Tekkit 2 in a while, but I am willing to try and help. I did stop Tekkit 2 a while ago just because honestly, I kind of got bored of it. I think I made an update video about that where honestly, it just got tedious of the whole converting from IC2's power system to FE and you know, but yeah, I will try and help if you have any questions, of course. All right, see, like that's diamonds. You can tell that, but you can't tell what any of these other ones are. Like, I don't even know if I can distinguish lapis from anything. And also, we got to make sure to break diamonds and stuff with the pickaxe because it has fortune on it. And I keep forgetting that. I kind of was a little sad how underwhelming Tekkit 2 was because I was actually kind of excited when I heard about it, and then I played it and I was like, man, this just it nostalgia is a real big meanie sometimes, right? Like it genuinely is kind of just you think it's gonna be fantastic and then you start playing it. Well, I appreciate it. I hope you do end up getting some sleep because sleep is important. Even though half the time I'm up till like 6 a.m. and I have to go to work at 7:30. So, you know, sleep's important. I wonder when we're going to get into Draconic Evolution. I know we need like the dragon hearts and stuff, but I'm pretty sure getting fortune on this stuff is actually going to help us out quite a bit there. Yeah, usually I don't stream too late, or I either stream not late or I stream extremely late according to my time. So this is kind of a weird oddball one-off stream where I'm actually streaming around, you know, time people get home from work in America at least. So all right, we're already getting a full inventory here, so let's just toss some of this stuff away. I'm actually gonna grab this and toss this into here for right now. We'll keep that in our hotbar. All right. Some osmium. Yeah, we're real close to bedrock, aren't we? Yeah, I genuinely enjoy playing a lot of different mod packs. It's just, you know, I really I think I did try to play Tekkit on this channel a long time ago, but I don't think I don't think it's on my channel anymore. But it's so much fun even today. Like I genuinely enjoy Tekkit, but Tekkit 2, it feels like there's too many things that are kind of shoehorned together, you know, kind of just there because they needed something new. Which is like honestly, I would have been okay with just like trying to get it as close as possible. Don't add anything new, and I would have been all for it. A lot more than what I was. And it seems like fortune on Thaumcraft ores is a really good idea because you're getting like a lot of rare earths and the knowledge amber. Isn't there like the oh, what is it called? Yeah, this stuff. This preserved curiosity. If you actually use fortune on the amber, you should get quite a bit of those, and that's just useful for Thaumcraft in some way. It gives me a good sound effect, so it must be good. I genuinely don't know what that actually means because I haven't played Thaumcraft in forever, but it makes a dinging noise, so I'm assuming it's useful. Either this is yellow right or it's gold. Guess there's one way to find out, right? It was gold. Yeah. I do love that people are still messing around with Tekkit and Tekkit 2, but I honestly I think one of the problems nowadays with a lot of modded Minecraft is people kind of just play it for a little while. Like a lot of the series I do, I play it for a while, and then I'm just like, all right, I ran out of things to do. Like, cause there's not a whole lot of like creativity. But I feel like back in the Tekkit days, you could build so many cool things and all of that, and now it's just kind of, it could be done, but what's the point? All right, let's go gather whatever this guy dropped. I mean, once I become more stable with resources, I plan on making some like weird stuff, but I don't 100% know how far I want to go with this pack. So, you know. So I remember making like the solar panel factories and all that stuff back in the day. Oh, that was so much fun. Yeah, and I think that was the best part about the original Tekkit is like making the factories and all of that stuff. I just oh man. And I mean, yeah, Project or Equivalent Exchange 2 made it interesting because it made it a lot easier, but then you were still making factories with that. It's like it wasn't a bottleneck. It was just kind of another step. You didn't just rely on it completely and utterly. Oh, and the gem armor and everything. But I feel like the Technic company or whoever is behind that launcher has really just went downhill. There's not been a whole lot of things, done with that launcher as of, the last few years. Like it's very rare that you see things done with it, so it's kind of like cool, are they just kind of not doing anything anymore? I don't know. And then like the updates were really really scarce on Tekkit 2 as well. I remember that. Hey Sajid, how you doing? I probably just butchered your name, and I'm sorry. but I hope you are doing well. Alright, let's toss my bow and arrow away. But how are you doing, Shujed? I just pronounced your name completely different than I did the first time. Oh, man. Hope there's an ore I missed right here. Alright, did I miss any other ores? Because I'm kind of just going a little quick here. Well, I hope you get some good sleep, Martin. I hope you have as much fun as you can with Tekkit 2. And, you know, I'm here. Have a good one. I butcher names so much. I am doing good. I got off work and, you know, now I'm live streaming. I really wasn't planning on live streaming, but I also remembered I needed resources for the next episode, so I can't really. I mean, I didn't want to waste time, and you know, always chatting with people, chatting with the people that see my channel is fantastic. So, you know, and I don't, you know, stream on Twitch or anything because it's just good to grow one community. Yeah, I've found that as a thing that a lot of people kind of neglect. It's like you have two communities, and it's just like one's got to be behind on the other kind of thing. I don't know. I don't know where the whole Twitch thing just came from, but it's okay. All right, so it looks like we got some gold this direction. Well, I hope if you get to play it soon. Oh, this is destabilized redstone. I don't want to mine that currently. Yeah, it's because all this fluid. Stuff's got a power of 7 for some reason. Redstone. It's this stuff right here, isn't it? Yeah, this is how you make the redstone energy flux ducts, which I think are the best here. Possibly. Ooh, cryothium dust and destabilized redstone. And there's resonant flux ducts. What's the difference? This one's signalum, so this is the second to last tier, and then this is the last final tier. No? Alright, hold shift. 9,000, 16,000, 25,000. Okay, so this is like... I gotta look at this now. Yeah, that's understandable. I probably neglected a lot of my studies because of video games in general. Hello there, goodness gracious, I'm gonna butcher it. Sladear. Hello. I probably just like over enunciated that, but that's okay. But yeah, we'll leave this redstone, the stabilized redstone here for right now because I don't feel like cleaning that up or anything. But yeah, I hope you are doing good, Sladir. I'm gonna butcher everybody's name. I'm gonna be known for just butchering people's names. That's, I mean, I guess that's something, right? Well, I appreciate it. I do try and help as many people as I can. Um, but yeah, I hope you're doing good, Sladira. I mean, I hope you're just doing if you're not doing good, you know. It's always a good thing to be doing if you're not doing good. Because at least you are here, you know, that kind of thing. I know that sounds like super insincere, but like I mean, legitimately, I'm just glad you guys are here existing. And I don't mean like here isn't on the live stream, I just mean in general. What in the world is this? Oh, amber ore? What do we got? I don't think I've actually picked this up yet, but this is one of the biomes of plenty ores, right? Yeah, they got the terrestrial artifacts, the biome finder. Okay. What is the Ender Amethyst? Okay, so there's a biomes of plenty ore that I have no idea about. All right. What is this? Oh, this didn't look like diamonds to me for a second there. Brain kind of just didn't process that was diamonds. I feel like we need to have a mod that just adds like fool's gold. This is 1.12.2. That is, I believe, right? 1.12.2. Hold on, F3. I gotta remember. Where in the world does it say it on here? I can't even remember that. Yeah, well, up top left where one probe is kind of blocking it. Yeah, this is just a Minecraft mod pack where I went back and I've started playing with Biomes of Plenty, Ender.io. You know, there is like a link in the actual description, or there should be at least, of the mod pack, and you can find the mod list, I believe, in the files dependencies or something like that. I really could try and find a way to get an actual mod list, but I don't even think there is a way to do it easily with CurseForge, which is kind of annoying. But, oh well. Yeah, but there are plenty of ores. This is Divine RPG. There's a lot of Divine RPG ores that honestly are kind of useless until you get into Divine RPG, but I'm just still kind of like weirded out. Every time I break an ore, I'm expecting to get like chunks, just because that's how 1.18 and 1.19 are, and I've played that for a little longer than I think I played 1.12, so. Oop, was that an ore? Yes, it was. What was there's like ruby, topaz, sapphire, malachite, or malachite. Malachite, I think. I don't even know. Tanzanite and emerald. Okay, yeah, I don't have any of those. Also, that is just a retextured redstone block. Isn't it? That is exactly what that is. Yes, okay. I mean, never said they created all the textures themselves, right? What are you whatting about? I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea anymore about a lot of things, so you know. Well, what in the world kind of inventory sort is that? The one of the things with Biomes of Plenty, it's actually one of the like original biomes mods, is that it doesn't really add a whole lot in the way of useful things, I gotta say. I mean, like, it adds like the new fence types and door types and stuff because it adds a whole bunch of trees. But other than that, it's really kind of useless with all of its ores. Because I mean, this is a pretty cool way to make like a biome finder instead of like the nature's compass. But I don't even think they add like tools or anything either. So these gems are just kind of useless. So they can be actually used in thermals. Numismatic dynamo. Goodness gracious. I've always butchered saying that dynamo's name. I've tried it before. And then if you look at like chest plates, ignoring the from like here up, because this is all Constructor's Armory. Most of these are Divine RPG. I think from here to here, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's like what, 36 armors? Under 36 armors, I think, from Divine RPG itself. And that's like gems, and it gets ridiculous to look at how many things Divine RPG legitimately adds. Yes, this is a Minecraft series. This is actually, I think, what, between 16 and 17, I think. Right, 16.5. Yeah, that's between 16 and 17. I've been doing math all day. I don't know how to math right now. But yeah, there is a playlist, and also I think it's one of the main things I've been uploading for the past however many days. I don't even know when I stopped the Direwolf 20 pack at this point. Yeah. And there is two live streams. It's this one and 1.5, I believe. I think that's the only live streams I've done with this pack. So we won't be getting into like anything too complicated today, just kind of mining because I actually need resources for episode 17. So I ran out of gold last episode, so now I need more things. All right, let's look for more gold. Let's kind of go on the hunt for some gold. All right, so we're looking for yellow. This is uranium. It's not what I need, but that's okay. I probably need what is right there. Nope, that is yellowite. Dang it. Well, we'll grab these ores while we're here. I probably could have went into the mining dimension. You know, I didn't think about that for some reason. To actually mine. But then again, I won't get Divine RPG ores. That's probably not a bad thing. Probably not a bad thing. I don't know, we could probably pop over to the mining dimension in a bit. Let's go do that. And we'll go charge up our tools. Seriously? Have at thee. 'Tis but a scratch. Ooh. I saw it. Where'd it go? Go on, go in the hole. Okay, there's nothing up there. I do need nickel for Envar. I just accidentally threw my pickaxe. There we go. Might not be a bad idea to get looting more on my sword sooner or later as well, but I guess I do need quite a bit of lapis for that, though. Alright, where is the up? What in the world did I do? Honestly, I'm kind of lost myself here. Alright, we came out of a hole in the side of that. Alright. Go charge my scanner while we're up here. I guess we could drop off a load of ores while we're up here too, so we can just get some stuff processing. Also, this inventory just looks so weird without the black, like, blackout up the back. Alright, so let's empty this, because this is probably going to get full. At least I'd hope so. And then we'll clear out all of this. Are we full on coal? Oh, that's not a good thing. Let's grab... Ah, we got a grid. At storage. Let's grab an iron upgrade. Just grab top 2 of these things here. Now let's toss those in there. Which means that we probably have a coal backlog in this, which means we actually need the disk manipulator. Yeah, I'd say we're losing a little bit of items in here. That's good. I won't have to make another one of these for a minute. Oh, was that 2,000? Almost 3,000? This is complicated. It'll always be complicated, sadly. It's not that bad, actually. Yeah, it takes time. It really does to get used to modded. But honestly, I think the biggest thing is not having a chest room and it literally being like 3 blocks is a fantastic thing. Because, you know, I don't have to search through chests or organize things. I can just throw it all in here and call it a day. Actually, let's also grab some food while we're up here. Alright. I also probably want to grab some torches, right? Probably not a bad idea. What did I do with my portal? It's a good question. What did I do with my portal? I don't think I set it down, did I? Oh, I did. And I forgot my scanner. Dang it. Do I have a modifier? I do. XP. Let's just look at tank real quick. Do I not have that either? Oh, it's right in here. This probably ain't going to get rid of many levels at all. So let's actually grab some mending moss then. So moss. I got 7 of these. We'll need a bookshelf. Bookshelf. We'll just sneak this in right here, probably. That's not a bad idea. Alright, let's get this onto here. I am doing alright. I hope you are doing well as well, because that's always a good thing to know when people are doing well. Yeah, I've been butchering names left and right today. Alright, so let's get this going. So we should hopefully be getting some XP stored in this thing, right? Let's go check. Alright, so this... So we have 100 in there. So if I do Mending Moss 2, which will take up 2 modifiers, not the best idea, but that's okay. This should store... Okay. Well, that is good to hear. Alright, so how much do we have? 299, so that should store some XP, so it actually can repair. Alright, let's toss this away, get rid of that. And now let's go grab my scanner. What in the world? Okay, that's not supposed to happen. Not 100% sure what in the world that is, but that's alright. Alright, how are we going with the ores? Nice and slow. Oh, I probably should upgrade this to Electrum. It's one of these days. Oh, what happened? What in the world is happening? Where'd my armor just go? What? Okay, hold on. What is happening? This is a single player world. Nobody else can be messing around right now. I'm losing it. Okay. I have my armor. I think Bibliocraft might be a bit broken. Alright, I'm going to avoid opening that chest. What in the world just happened? Thought I was losing my mind for a second there. Goodness. Like my offhand item disappeared, my armor disappeared. Oh, okay. Let's also quickly grab some more food, because I don't want to run out while I'm in there. Does this have mending on it, right? Yeah, it has mending moss. And I can't do any more levels of fortune, most likely, with this pickaxe either, because it is just straight 3. But I might be able to do some on my hammer at some point. Alright, so let's see. So if I grab some lapis... Okay, no, so I can't do anything more with that. Can I grab some redstone? That might not be a bad option. Okay, so I probably want to grab normal redstone dust. That might work the best. All right, so that is... Well, that's a significant increase. 7 to 13. That's almost a double. Let's go for that. Let's see. I want to kind of think about maybe getting unbreaking. I mean, at one point. Probably not right now. Oh, I love puns. I'm a very punny person. Alright, well, at least we got an ender pearl. I love getting ender pearls. I really need to get a mob farm going. Really, really do. Alright, modifiers. Doodly-doo. Modifiers. I guess reinforced is really the only thing I can think of for this. Let's see. What is the reinforced? Reinforcement? Okay, so that's not too bad. But I would have to get some more obsidian and blink casts. All right, let's see. So let's toss this away. Let's go to the mining dimension. And hopefully get some more ores. And I'm pretty sure since my portal moved. Yeah. Oh, it's not chunk loading my ring right now. Come on. That'll happen. Nah, we don't need to fly anyway. Alright, can drink some water here. Let's get our scan on here. That is a fantastic pun. I absolutely love it. Goodness gracious. Oh, that's a fantastic one as well. All right, let's see. Gold, gold, gold. I think I need gold the most. Like, I couldn't care about anything else other than gold. I mean, maybe some iron. Oh, yeah, I can't fly, I forget. The Nickelback is just a very, very good play on words. I think that is fantastic. Alright, more redstone. Actually, if we turn on both modules... Oh, that is a funny one. It took me a second to actually get that one. That's the bad part. I think my favorite is, or one of my favorites is the fact that if you take a watch and throw it out a window, you're watching time fly. Yes, I always play alone, mostly because I don't have friends. That is the saddest thing. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, that is a terrible one. You know what else is terrible, though? Paper. Anyway, I always irritate my coworkers. That's probably a given, because I'm kind of an irritating person sometimes. But the I always like to take the paper and make like a ripping sound effect. And they're like, "You just ripped the paper, didn't you?" They don't look back, and it's just like, "No, I didn't rip the paper," but they really do believe it sometimes, and I think it's always so funny. It's not my fault. People's just so terrible. That wasn't originally meant to be a pun, but then I made it a pun. So, All right, where's my cobblestone? There it is. I kind of don't like the fact that this mining dimension has mobs and everything. Problem is I don't really use Discord. Like I did a while ago, but honestly, there was too many things to like keep up on and everything, and I just stopped. You know, I if I ever use it, it's mostly to talk to like one person that I haven't talked to in forever, and that's it. I know that's like bad, but it's like my college I went to. All they wanted was like use Discord, and I'm like, I don't even know what Discord was at the time. And so, I started using it, and then it's just like, man, why do we use this? There's too many like red dots and ones and thousands and pluses and I think I used to have a Discord server back when I was on Twitch, but I think that's long gone by now. So, Oh goodness gracious, that is a terrible one. Oh, I was watching a comedian the other day, and he was talking about how he got in a fight with somebody, and it was like a true story. Actually, I don't think I could tell you that one. That one's actually kind of racist. Well, it's not racist. It's the fact that people might portray it as racist. I don't 100% know why people portray it as racist, but you know, I don't even know. Genuinely, I would love to say it, but I do not want to come off as racist, even though it technically isn't racist. Because even people of that color thought it was a hilarious joke. I don't understand people. Oh, that gets on my nerves. I like genuinely like I think there's people in this world that just strive to be the kind of person that no one ever wants to love. Like why do you have to go out of your way to make things that aren't racist or, of a negative nature? or like hateful nature and make it about a hateful nature. Well, it's like the thing is with the joke is the guy, he gets in a fight and he has a black eye afterwards. A black and blue eye, right? And of course, you should see the other guy because he was all black, which literally implies that the guy's skin tone was black, right? The guy wasn't black and blue, but he was black. It's not racist, right? Like, that genuinely is not a racist thing, but people out there are like, that's racist. And it's just like, no, that genuinely is not racist. That is stating a fact of obviousness that the guy was, in fact, a black man, you know? And it's just like that. Why do people do it? I genuinely don't. Like, and it is hilarious. It really, really is. But, I don't. Nowadays on the internet, you got to be careful what you say because anything can be considered racist or, something of that variety, right? Racist, hateful, sexist, transphobic, homophobic, breathing phobic. I don't. See, and it's like I have a very dark sense of humor, and I don't really find a lot of things offensive. And that's one of the problems with me is that like I just don't see where people come from on a lot of things. It's like, yeah, I could understand if you go into an orphanage and you start making jokes about them, that can be portrayed as offensive, you know? It's a real you can't even say it's a home run because there is no home, right? Like genuinely it's terrible. Oh, that was bad. That was a terrible joke. Uh, but I mean, it really is a terrible thing. You have to read the room before you can say a joke, right? Like that's, and I also think that a lot of people don't even consider what they're saying is offensive sometimes. Because I mean, like, yeah, genuinely going to an orphanage, making fun of their situation is an awful thing. And like, and I mean that in all seriousness, no jokes or anything. But it's like it's also the same thing if you went to a intensive care unit place. You can't make a joke about the people that are in it. Unless they find it funny or their situation funny. It's understandable, right? Like that is a thing. Because I've seen people that can't read rooms. Yeah, I've heard that one. That's a fantastic one. I know. I like nowadays. There's so many people that think they're entitled, and it's just like if a white man makes a joke about a colored man and the colored man laughs, it's not racist. But if you tell that joke at a like in the form of comedy, and there is just 100% white people, one white person is going to think it's racist against that race, not gender. And it is genuinely funny how some white people go out of their way to, say, "Hey, that's racist," even though it's like you're not of that race. How can you determine what is racist and what's not racist? I mean, like in certain context, right? And it's like they're not even sensitive about the right things. It's like I mean, yeah, if somebody's being, a supporter of the Third Reich, like yeah, genuinely hate that person. But, you know, also, I don't know if the Third Reich is like the right term cuz like saying anything other about World War II is kind of like a little bit of a sensitive subject on YouTube, like a sensitive matter. I mean, the Third Reich just sounds worse to me than saying the guy's name. But Yeah, and it's like there's that's like one of those cases that's more of understandable, right? Like those people that use that word, there's not every colored person uses that word, right? Like that's 100% agreeable. But it's kind of one of those things where a lot of people take it as like their form of endearment to each other. And once somebody that, used that term originally to degrade and demean, and not even like originally, right? Because it's their ancestors. It wasn't that person. Most white people don't say it as an offensive term, you know. And nowadays, it's like if you're white, you mean it as racism, you know. You can't mean it as anything else because of what your ancestors did, which is, not a fair thing, but it is an understandable thing. That is a pretty funny one too. But then again, it's just you have that meaning of saying certain words is acceptable for certain races. But then again, it's just I think white people really don't care. It's just like if they get called a cracker, it's not something that I can personally find racist because I really don't care. I mean, I think the term cracker probably meant either the fact that white people were easy to break, snapping their spines or whatever, or like they were the people that literally cracked whips, and that can also be, I guess, a form of endearment in a sense. Like I don't know the original term's origins because if somebody of color calls a white person a cracker, that could mean that they're calling them a slave owner, and that's kind of weird. I don't know if like anybody else kind of understands what I'm talking about, but like what in the world? I guess there's slime chunks in this dimension. I don't know. Sometimes you just got to go up to a blind person, throw a tennis ball at him. Once it hits him, look him dead in the eye and say, "Well, you didn't see that coming, did you?" Like either they'll find it very, very awful, or they'll laugh at it. I mean, either that or they'll smack you upside the head. Actually, I have 208 bones. Haha. Yeah, I don't even know. That's one of the other things I don't get. Is like there's you if you meet the certain criteria, you can make a certain joke, right? Like if you're a paraplegic, you can make paraplegic jokes, and it's not found offensive by most people. Um, and I say most because, of course, there's that one person that will think, "Oh, that could be offensive to other people," even though the guy's in a wheelchair, kind of thing. And it's just like, but that guy doesn't find it, awful. No, I legitimately, that's not what I mean. I legitimately have two extra bones in my feet. Like I have one in each foot. Hey, mister, how you doing? Well, if you tell me about it, maybe. Maybe. Kind of just depends. No, if I was talking about that, I would say I have 209. Is this gold? I need gold. That's copper. I think one of the problems is nowadays is we've kind of grown. I wouldn't even say grown as a society, honestly. I would say we've probably kind of degraded ourselves to the point where it's like the 1900s and, the early 2000s was like that era of like super edgy, super dark comedy in a sense. And now it's just like everything is offensive. So therefore, we can't be like that anymore. And I mean, you can see that in movies and TV shows nowadays. If you look at the older versions compared to new, like one of the biggest points that I always see is like if you look back in the 60s and 70s, 80s and 90s, you see a lot of, nudity. And um, it's not uncommon, right? And it's not like something that's like sexual in nature. It's just here boobs, and it's just like okay. But then nowadays it's like that is always seen as sexual, and it's never just there, right? It's kind of a strange thing, and that's the same way with like violence and gore. It's becoming a lot less of a thing, especially with like explicit language. If you look at a lot of TV shows, it's not a thing where people are cursing left and right or just cursing in general. It's kind of strange. Yeah, it's like you walk into a blood bank and they wonder where you got the 37 gallons of blood. And it's just like, well, I already know the blood type. Why are you asking any more questions, you know? Just because it's in a plastic bucket I bought from Lowe's doesn't mean it's not mine. I know the human body only has like 10 pints of blood, but like, it still could be mine. Isn't it 10 pints? I don't even honestly remember. I think it's 10 pints. Come on, Enderman. Teleport over here. That's a great gift. Oh, that's such a terrible joke. Oh, goodness. It's one of like my go-tos is always saying like talking about cheese graters. It's always a great thing, right? Why is Cinnabar that color? What is this? Probably copper. I used to live in Salt Lake City, Utah, and one of the problems or one of the things I saw, I guess it wasn't a problem. It was kind of odd, right? I was down on Main Street, and like this is legitimately a true story. I was down on Main Street, and I saw this blind person walking down the street. They were using the cane, they were tapping left and right, and they stopped at in front of a Starbucks, like at the corner of a Starbucks. And for some reason, they stopped, looked up, not like, looking at the sun or something. Like they looked up at the Starbucks sign, stopped using their cane, and then walked inside. And to this day, I genuinely don't know if this person was either partially blind, where they couldn't see everything perfectly. Because I know some people do see shapes, but they can't see, like, they see shapes and colors, but they can't see, like, everything, right? Um, but this person just completely and utterly stopped not seeing. I'm not even sure. Like, I genuinely don't know what was happening with this person. Like, it may just be me overthinking it and they can see partially, but I really think that that person was kind of faking it. You know, the good thing is we might be able to make mob farms in in this dimension. Oh goodness gracious, that is terrible. I've heard that one before and I love it, but it is so terrible. Oh, that's a really crappy joke. I don't know if y'all know anything about Salt Lake City, but one of the biggest things that I learned is drug deals do just happen in broad daylight. And I'm not even joking. I wish I was. I do not miss that place that much. I mean, I miss the food. Some of the food was pretty good. I think that's the only thing I really miss. Ow. Leg just popped. Alright. Okay, so we lit that up. Let's go up a little bit and see if we can find anything gold-wise, because I'm not finding anything on this low of a level. What level are we on? 9? Yeah, let's move up to like 30-ish and see if we can find anything. I'm actually also going to deactivate the common ores here. Oh, that's a good one too. I don't know if we're really finding a whole lot of the stuff I actually need and ore-wise. Oh, Make sure it's aluminum. Actually, I don't know. What would be more effective? An aluminum baseball bat or a wooden baseball bat? I mean, like, yeah, wooden baseball bats are more dense, but they also have a likelihood of breaking. But aluminum baseball bats just have a thing of denting. I don't think they really can break that easily. I guess it depends on the denseness of the wood, right? Like if it's a much stronger wood. Oh, I'm overthinking things, right? Usually. See, it's like coating the end of it of a any weapon really in Vaseline or some sort of oil would allow for you to basically have their hand slide off if they try to grab it from you. So keep that in mind. If you ever want to defend yourself, lubrication, friends, lubrication. It's one of those things you got to remember is if somebody ever breaks into your house and you have a home entertainment system or an Alexa, make sure you start playing Superstar by, or is it called Superstar? I don't even know, by Smash Mouth. And take all your clothes off, get your baseball bat, and run towards them as fast as you can. Because I mean, either going to shoot you or they're not, right? You only live once, so you might as well make the most of it. Because if you don't make the most of it, and they actually do end up taking valuables, I mean, what do you got to lose, right? Like, you lose your life, and you don't do anything. You do something and you lose your life, or they steal everything and then they lose. You lose your life. Just take in consideration who the people are, and they'll probably get freaked out when they see like a decently sized person or not decently sized person running at them butt naked with a baseball bat while Smash Mouth is playing. Like, you gotta out crazy the crazy because this person is already crazy enough for breaking into your house. You know, and most home intruders don't really have weapons on them. They kind of just have like an unloaded pistol. Don't take that to like mean that every robber does, but a lot of them use it for intimidation factor and not actual. I mean, yeah. Break into a house and the first thing you hear is the revving of a chainsaw. Yeah, I don't know if I'd be comfortable with staying in that house if I was the robber. It's I think if you were to do a chainsaw, you need to change up the music a little bit. You might need to do the theme song of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. And go from there. Make sure it's blaring throughout your household. Take all your clothes off, get some combat boots on, right? You gotta make them feel at home, right? Whatever that means. They'll just hear the loud thumping as the music is blaring from upstairs. As you descend the staircase, right? I don't know, there's plenty of ways you could freak somebody out enough to just get out of your house after breaking in. Most people would just probably use a weapon that is of bullet variety, right? Like, because I mean, that is simpler. Probably a lot more effective. You know, you break into somebody's house and the first thing you hear is the caulking of a shotgun, right? Like, honestly, I'm probably gonna dart. Like, you don't even need Smash Mouth. All you hear is just, and then you're out, right? Like, I would dip. Turns on Doom Eternal music, you know. Then you just hear like a pause in the music and just as the dude's like descending the staircase. Oh yeah, that would do it for me, right? Like as a robber. I mean, robbers aren't usually the most intelligent, right? But I think at that point they would understand that they either get out of there or they're probably never going to see the outside world again. Honestly, I think breaking into somebody's house in the first place is probably one of the like bravest things to do because that person could just be a serial killer. Like I understand that's probably not the first thing they think of, but like that person could be a bigger criminal than you. And that honestly would probably terrify me to never want to break into somebody's house. Like I know that's not something you think about. You know, you're thinking about the money and the valuables, but also like this person could make you their next meal. I don't think I'd want to risk it. I really don't. Like this could be Hannibal Lecter's third son that's taken after his father, right? Like I don't. Yeah, or a cop. I mean, there's so many things. Like this person could be a full out furry, right? Like they could be in the middle of some horrendous acts, dressed up in their fursona, and they're coming down the stairs dressed as this bright blue fox named Henry the Third. Why would you name your fursona Henry the Third? I don't know, but that sounds fantastic. And they're coming down the stairs, in this life-size costume. I don't like. There's possibilities. Think about it before you break into somebody's house. It's like, is the risk big enough for a reward? Like, and you might not even get a reward, honestly. That's the other thing. Like, you could break into this person's house, and it's like, a single man living there. He's got his recliner, his TV. I mean, I guess the TV's worth something, but like, that's it. The dude's sleeping on the floor. I don't know. I say that then I did see a news broadcast about a guy who, or it was either him or it was his significant other that called the cops to move their stuff out of a house they just broke into or something like that. I don't even know. It was something in Florida. I know that, but they called the cops on themselves. I think they had warrants out or something. I think that was what it was. And they basically had called the cops to ask to help them move out of state. Like they legitimately called the cops on themselves to move their items so they could flee the state with warrants. I don't know. It's like the Polk County. Even the sheriff said this is the stupidest people he's ever seen. Like I think that's the funny thing is this sheriff. I think he's probably in his 50s, 60s, and he's saying these are one of the stupidest people he's ever seen. I don't know. If you ever get a chance, you need to look, try to find that video. It is super funny just because of how like how not intelligent of a move that is. Like you got to be one of the bravest but stupidest criminals to do something like that. I mean, I have to applaud them. Genuinely, I have to applaud them for being so brave to do that. Yeah, something's up with Florida, right? Like something's up with Florida, something's up with California, and something's up with Ohio, right? Like I don't even know anymore. Nope, but I can believe it. Oh man. See, I think like you've got Florida, right? If we were to ever get invaded by anything, Louisiana, Florida, and Georgia would probably be the safest places to live, right? Because I mean, like you've got Redneck Central down in Louisiana. Those people probably got guns out of the wazoo. Same thing with Texas, right? And just those states alone probably could just fend off everything. The amount of like ammunition and straight up like I don't even say stupid. I mean like brave, balls to the walls, insane people. Like it's not even an understatement. And that even me like insulting him. Like they legitimately probably would be the last state standing. You know, Alabama. I mean, they probably wouldn't survive much. As one family member dies, their wife and sister is now dead, right? Like, they'd probably be emotionally distressed once their family starts getting taken out piece by piece. Alabama, you kill one person, you might have killed somebody's wife, cousin, and sister, right? It doesn't make much sense, but somehow you can do that with taking out one person. So you'd probably have an emotionally distressed state. Missouri, let's see, Missouri. You take out their arch, I think it'd probably take out half their infrastructure. Salt Lake City, oh, you take out the church, they'd become a free state. So don't do that one. As is silverfish in these, yeah. I don't even. Let's see. California. Oh, what do they got? You take out the actual the illegal aliens, right? The people that are there illegally without documentation. Let me say that people without documentation because I don't like the term illegal aliens at all. Um, they'd probably lose 80% of their workforce, probably more than that in all honesty. Uh, yeah, I mean you could go all, you could just keep going, right? Rhode Island, you take out one person, basically the population falls to, you know, zero. That place is so small. I really don't get it. Ohio. I mean, Ohio probably would survive. Honestly, Ohio's just a bunch of fruitcakes. It's like Florida, but like a little bit less crazy. I really one of the things about Utah, or like about like Mormonism, right? Like, because that's always one of those things that I always heard when I was down there is people are like, people have 36 wives, and it's like I really don't know if that's true. Like, I don't 100% know because I genuinely didn't see that many Mormons, even though Utah is like known for Mormons because there was like Temple Square down in Salt Lake City that basically where most of the Mormons would be, you would never really see them out and about. But you could tell when there was a Mormon because they always dress the same. Like they dress in the kind of like dressed up style. But if there would always be like two or three of them, right? They'd all dress basically the same. Um, but you didn't really see that much. For some reason, you didn't see that many people. And so whenever you would see them, it'd be a pack of people, and that was it, right? Like there wasn't so many that it was ridiculous. It was just kind of a few. The actual people I saw commonly were a lot of Mexican people. And it's like it's weird that the state that's known for Mormons, right? It's completely and utterly not actually that true, and maybe it's because I was in Salt Lake City and not out in any of the other areas, right? So who knows? Because I sure don't. Oh man. I gotta say though, um, which not country, state. What state is that? New Hampshire. Like the I want to go up there one of those days because I really think New Hampshire would be pretty cool to experience. I think it's New Hampshire with the New Orleans. That's what I'm thinking. I really think that'd be pretty cool. And I've heard their food is actually pretty good too. Yeah, I don't. I genuinely am scared that there is so many people in this world that genuinely think that America is like the center of absolute insanity, right? Like, I mean, it's true, but like, that's what we're known for. Florida, and that's basically it, you know? Yeah, sounds about right. All right, did we get anything? 43 gold. Not really a whole lot, but I guess I can work with it. Let's see. Chunk loader. We don't have enough stuff to make a better chunk loader, so we'll just grab a basic chunk loader. Okay, so I want this to be over in this direction then. Nope. A little bit more center, so probably right about here. Is that right? Just load my whole base. How are these going? Do we got anything happening? 66%. All right. I think for now, I'm going to wrap up this live stream. We got quite a bit of mining done. Didn't really talk too much about the game, but it's kind of just mining. There's not a whole lot to talk about. Um, so yeah, thank you guys so much for stopping by. I genuinely enjoyed it. Thank you guys. Stay awesome, and I hope to see you in the next video, which is tomorrow, episode 17, and live stream on Sunday, which will be 4 hours. Stay awesome.